Welcome everybody to the South Hockey Network live on YouTube, live from Compton Family Ice Arena on the campus of University of Notre Dame, home of NCAA Division I hockey. This is our coverage of the 2025-26 Hoosier Cup here live from South Bend, Indiana. Dylan Ward on the call alongside our technical engineer and camera operator Gerard Boris. We've got a game for you between the Central Catholic Vikings of Pennsylvania and the University School Preppers of Ohio. As it stands here in the tournament, Central Catholic lost their first game in a shootout by a final score of 2-1 to Illinois' Providence Catholic, and then they lost their second game 5-2 in regulation to St. Edwards. That gives them 1 point in the standings and 2.5 points per period, which means unfortunately for the Central Catholic Vikings, they have been mathematically eliminated from semifinal contention. Only the top 4 teams out of the 14 after a 3-game regular season round, so to speak, or preliminary round will move on, and they cannot find themselves in the bracket as things stand. As for University School, they lost their first game 5-0 to St. Andrews, but came back with a 4-0 victory in their second game over Carmel Gold, giving them 5 points per period. So, for University School, they have a chance to make the semifinals, but they're going to need a win here, and with the points per period tiebreaker, they're going to need to win every period. So let's see what this one brings us as we are already underway, 45 seconds in. University School in the black uniforms going from left to right on your screen, and Central Catholic going from right to left in the white. This one's turned over. Here's a backhand shot down low, and what a save made by the goaltender for the Vikings. In net for Central Catholic is Mason Barbieri, I should say, gets the start. Meanwhile, on the other side, the save is made by University School netminder Hayden Halverson. Both goaltenders wearing the number 1 on their uniform. Let's take a look at that save made down to our right just moments ago. We'll show you the goal cam look as we get back underway. That puck goes out of play, so that gives us a little more time. Barbieri tested early in this one, and he comes across to make the left pad stop. Offensive zone face-off for Central Catholic. Listen, these boys don't care if they're eliminated. Actually, they do, of course. They want to win this tournament. But bad phrasing. What I mean to say is, you know, they're not going to mail one in just because they're mathematically out. They're going to try and win every game they can, and Central Catholic, with the tie that resulted being in a shootout loss, is hungry for their first win of the tournament. Here's a shot by University School's David Lamb. The junior forward is stopped by Mason Barbieri. Your netminders, Hayden Halverson, a senior for University School. Mason Barbieri, a sophomore for the Vikings. As he gets ready for a face-off to his right. Drop of the puck is won by University School. Here's another shot off the draw. That's stopped by Barbieri. Now grabbed by Petranglia. Out through neutral ice, sent back across. And Finn Bryant now bailed out by Patrick Corrigan. He takes a shot. That one whistles high of the net. University School dominating early. Here's a centering pass. Fanning on a shot is one, but here's another from way up high. That shot taken by Carson Barlow wouldn't go. We're glad you found your way to our stream. Here on the South Hockey Network, we encourage you to use the live chat feature. We love interacting with all of you watching at home. If you have any thoughts or questions about the tournament or these two teams, feel free to ask away or let us know in the chat room. We'll throw you a message up on screen for all to see. Now behind the goal line. Steptic. I'll fire it back below the line. Now McGurk on net, and it's regained by Central Catholic as they clear it out to neutral ice. Grab by Cimarroni. He goes out to Graham Bryant. He's over the line, but they are just offside. Good call by the linesman. And that stops play with 11:52 to go here in the first period. 10th annual Hoosier Cup. The National Invitational Scholastic Showcase, or NISS. Being held here in the month of November for the first time, after being a February tournament for many years. University School has never won this tournament, but they did win the 2023 Governor's Cup Championship, which is run by the same company, PA Hockey, out in Jamestown, New York. And they'll be returning here this December. Central Catholic Vikings will dump this one in. Blocked by Wademer as it's passed across to the near side for Perko. Out the other way. And University School. Brandon Edmonds will bring it back over the line. He gets rid of a shot, and that's stopped by Barbieri. He hangs on for a whistle with 11:05 to go in the first period. Still waiting for our first goal early on in this one from Compton Family Ice Arena, home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Big shout out to University of Notre Dame for allowing this tournament to take place here at this beautiful stadium. This one's brought across by the Vikings, and a hit into the boards. Ketterer gets knocked into the corner. Now it's sent over to the far side and regained by Carson Barlow. Grabbed back by the Vikings, but intercepted once again. Here comes David Lamb, stretch pass out, and here comes Finn Bryan on a breakaway. Couldn't pull it to his backhand and never got a real clean shot off. Now out the other direction come the Vikings. They'll knock this one in. It's grabbed by Patrick Corrigan. Tapped out of the zone. Finn Bryan will knock it in. Sent back in University School. Pinning it up against the boards in their own zone. Captain Patrick Corcoran, I should say. Now back for Kai Jenkins. Jenkins will fire it in. Just enough of center ice to avoid icing. As this one is kicked out of the zone, and out comes Judai Brophy. He'll knock it in. Picked back up by Cimarroni. Zach Cimarroni. Now to John Cimarroni, but they enter the zone offside once again. Stopping action with 9:37 to go in the first period. Scoreless game here in South Bend, Indiana, between a couple of teams from Pennsylvania and Ohio, meeting at the 2025-26 Hoosier Cup. At some point throughout the broadcast, Tournament Director Jeff Morrow will be joining me up here in the booth to do some color commentary, along with an interview, I believe, one of the St. Ignatius Wildcats players will join the broadcast as we get a hit into the near side corner that stops play. Doesn't look like a penalty was called, though. Let's look at that one more time. Yeah, no penalty, but the helmet comes off, so that's the reason for the stoppage. High school hockey, that is an immediate stoppage, as many of you watching at home know. This game started a little bit late. There was a pretty severe injury, unfortunately, in the last game that caused about a 20-minute delay. But the medical staff was able to get the young man on a wheelchair and get him out to safety. Here's a couple chances. Both were stopped by Hayden Halverson. But we keep trucking along. We've got the ice all day here at the Hoosier Cup. This one into the zone down the right wing side. Backhand try by Brandon Edmonds wouldn't go. It didn't even hit the net. Now regain left circle. Here's a shot, and they score! What a shot! Off the stick of Michael Hayek. The junior breaks the ice, and it's 1-0 to the Preppers. You talk about a satisfying goal to watch. Grabs the puck, decides I'm going to do this myself, and bang, top left corner. Let's take a look at it from behind the net as this one beats Barbieri, and University School with a critical 1-0 lead. Again, they do not control their own destiny. They must win this game and collect all possible period points. If you're new to the format of the Hoosier Cup and all PA hockey run tournaments by Jeff Morrow, we'll get to that in a second. Here's a 2-on-1, looking to double their lead. A shot from the left side by David Lamb is stopped by Barbieri. On the follow-up, it's whistled dead for a hand pass. 8:05 to go, first period. Anyhow, after record, which is a standard 2 points for a win of any fashion, 1 point for an overtime or shootout loss, and 0 points for a regulation loss, if teams are still tied, they will look at the points per period, which is as follows. Each period has 1 point up for grabs. If you win the period, you get 1. If you lose the period, you get nothing. If you tie the period, you split the points in half, 0.5 to 0.5. On top of that, a regulation win gives you 2 extra points per period. So just a huge incentive for University School to not take their foot off the gas against Central Catholic, already mathematically eliminated from the tournament. That doesn't mean they have nothing to play for. They're trying to play spoiler against this University School team, who has won the Ohio State Championship on 2 occasions, 2003 and 2009. But in order for University School to advance with a regulation loss tied to their name, they're going to need all 5 points per period. We saw St. Joseph's Huskies out of South Bend, Indiana, right here in their hometown. In the exact same spot, 5 points per period up for grabs, and they got all 5 as they need it. Now the other way comes Central Catholic. They'll backhand this one in. Goes down below the goal line. Picked up by Kai Jenkins. To the near side, it's Finn Bryan for University School. Now Carson Barlow trying to deflect it out, and Bryan will help it out of midair. Now Patrick Corcoran goes to the left side. Lamb with a backhand shot, maybe more of a pass, but either way it didn't connect. Halfway through period number 1. Just the 1 goal in the game belonging to Michael Hayek. Now James Harmon chops this one down. Recovered left side corner. And the Vikings able to poke this one out to the neutral zone. Zach Cimarroni goes to his brother, John Cimarroni. Sophomore defenseman wearing number 19, John. Along with his brother, the senior wearing number 9. Left point. Here's a shot. That's blocked by his own man, friendly fire, as it's cleared all the way down and just misses the post to be called an icing. Stopping the clock with 6:21 to go in the first. Looks like we don't have any chats yet. Please use our chat feature. I'd love to answer any of your comments or questions. We'll throw your message up on the big screen. Love interacting with all the people watching at home. We hope you found us okay on the South Hockey Network. We'll be here for 2 more games here tonight as action on Rink 1 closes out here on this tournament. We'll also be here for the presentation of the semifinals tomorrow morning, the 1 versus 4 seeded game, as well as the championship. Near side corner. Stepdick tried to play it out. Now it's brought up ice by Travato. Down the right wing side. It was below the goal line. Couldn't crash that one in between the pads of Halverson and the post. And now University School forks it out. James Harmon sent back the other way. Deflected, so no icing. As Halverson plays it to the far side, can't get it outside the zone. Ketterer. Now grabbed back by Cimarroni. John Cimarroni. Goes over to Michael Hayek. He's the lone goal scorer so far tonight. And an offside call is made as the Preppers look to enter the zone there. 5:09 to go in the first. Dylan Ward alongside Gerard Boris. We'll hear from Jeff Morrow shortly, the tournament director, as he'll come on and conduct an interview, I believe during the second period. University School coming out with it. In the neutral zone, Brandon Edmonds brings it in, dances around a couple, dipsy-doodle and a shot. That one stopped by Barbieri. Fought for in the far side corner. Regained by the Vikings. They'll backhand this one out to the neutral zone. Played to the near side, it's McGurk over the line left wing. Finds some space. Tried to set it back up to the slot, but right there to intercept was the Preppers. Now Michael Hayek. Splitting the D, taken down, no call is made as the puck sits below the goal line. Brophy, an alternate captain here for the Central Catholic Vikings. Out the other way, it goes all the way down. 3:54 to go in the first. This one sent to the right side blue line, Finn Bryant. Below the line. Now in the corner, Corcoran. Left circle, takes a shot, nice release. But the save is made by Barbieri. He hangs on for a whistle. And play stops with 3:36 to go in the first. 1-0 to the University School Preppers of Ohio against the Central Catholic Vikings of Pennsylvania. Both these teams, two-time state champions in their respective states. Mentioned it earlier, University School 2003 and 2009. As for Central Catholic, it's been a little longer. 1982 and 1998, the last time they lifted the trophy as Pennsylvania's finest. Here's Phillip. Threw it to the slot, backhand shot goes wide. Excuse me, correction on that. Central Catholic has actually never won a state championship. Those 2 years I referred to were their two championship final game appearances. As Berthold can't clear the zone, it's kept alive at the right point. Now it leaks out to neutral ice and Phillip skates through. Phillip trying to split two defenders, but a big hit sends him down to the ice, and it's played off to the side by Halverson. Fast-moving first period, not a lot of whistles here at Compton Family Ice Arena. University School not only leading the game 1-0, but the period 1-0. Again, in order for them to have any bit of a decent chance, they'll need to win all 3 periods for the tiebreaker. And then even if they do that, they'll still have to wait and figure out the pending results of the rest of the tournament. Don't look to backhand this one out. It's kept alive right point. Now sent below the line. A big hit there by Carson Barlow into the far side boards. Preppers get this one out. It's chased after another collision there in neutral ice behind the puck. And the Preppers cycle back with it. 100 seconds to go in the first period. This will be sent down for an icing. And an offensive zone faceoff coming for the Vikings. We'll see if our very talented cameraman, Gerard Boris, caught this collision in the neutral zone. Yes, he did. Dead center, he adds. Just wants everyone at home to know. Game number 3 of our quintuple header here on this Sunday. Here's a shot, that one stopped by Halverson. We've seen some relatively exciting games already here on YouTube. St. Andrews defeating St. Mary's 2-1 in comeback fashion. St. Joe's a 5-1 final score, but very exciting because they needed all the period points and they got it. It's kind of the beauty of this tournament. No running clock either because of that tiebreaker rule. Donahue's knocked off the puck. Cimarroni can't clear the zone. It's taken back by one of the Vikings. And brought back up ice. Getting around a few defenders, then dropping it off. Left circle. Theo Trem. Giving up. Brandon Edmonds. Couldn't get that one to his backhand for a shot attempt. Time running out in the first period, 25 to go. The Vikings will launch this one all the way down. That'll be an icing. And that stops play with 17 flat here in period number 1. 1-0 your score. Michael Hayek with the lone goal, the junior forward. It's been a good game by both netminders so far. Mason Barbieri, the sophomore, on the right side of your screen, and Hayden Halverson, the senior, on the left side. Both donning the jersey number of 1. Our side, Vikings bring this one out as time winds down here in the first. Horn sounds here at Compton Family Ice Arena, and 15 minutes have come and gone. Just 1 goal in the game. It belongs to the Preppers, scored by number 21, Michael Hayek. Teams will meet at their benches and take a timeout. So will we right here on the South Hockey Network. Don't go anywhere. Second period. Puck drop is right around the corner.
Jeff Morrow back here at Compton Family Ice Arena. We're blessed to have Eddie Shearer from North Allegheny, the captain of the Tigers. Eddie, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So, the season's a little more than a month long, and you got a pretty new team on this. You were on the team a year ago that came here to Compton and won this tournament. So what was that like?
Yeah, that was it was very exciting, you know. Getting to experience everything, getting to view the campus, and then just the atmosphere, like being with all the teammates and all that, and fun time.
How many years have you been on the varsity?
I've been on the varsity since my sophomore year.
So you've been coming here. You came with Coach Bagdado and Cease.
Correct, yes, sir.
And the culture at North Allegheny, and ultimately you want to win the Penguin Cup. A year ago you fell a little short. What's the team looking like this year?
We're a very strong team. If we just focus on our forecheck and just stay true to that, we'll be able to pummel teams and just keep up our energy. That's our big thing here.
Yeah, everybody, it's not without saying the juggernaut in Western Pennsylvania right now, Seneca Valley. You had a game with them about a week and a half ago. It was 2-0 through 2 periods, and then it kind of fell down the wayside. What's it going to take to beat a team like that?
Just going to take full game. Just dedication from other team, like from our whole team, and just wanting to have the drive to win and beat those guys.
So, without saying, Coach Cecil Magnano decided to retire for personal reasons, and Coach Glock's on the scene. What's different than North Allegheny under Coach Glock than you've seen before?
I feel like we're very much more of a structured team now. We used to be a very solo team. All the guys would do their own thing usually, and now we're all very close together. And I feel like it's helping us. We've come closer than I feel like most teams.
And you grew up playing in North Pittsburgh?
Correct, yes.
Hockey Association. And maybe for Cody Black, maybe?
I did not.
Or Jimmy Black, maybe? Okay. And let me ask you this. You have any future plans for college, or you looking at schools?
I'm still deciding. Still trying to figure out what I'd like to do.
Okay. Maybe I can help you out. And how are the grades? You doing good in school?
Yes, sir.
I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are. Tell me, what's it like after the fact? You won this thing a year ago. What drives you to want to do it again?
Just how much fun we had. Like, the excitement of winning that. Like, being the first NA team to win the whole thing. It meant a whole lot to us. So, yeah, just full excitement and having the drive to do it again.
Well, I have news for you. You're the first Pennsylvania team to win the Governor's Cup of Indiana here at Notre Dame, which is it's a lifetime achievement, really. No other team's done it. And only the second Western Pennsylvania team to ever win a Governor's Cup. The other one being Cathedral Prep in 2019, won Jamestown. Going back to Jamestown, you've been there before, right?
Yeah, I've been there 2 years now.
What do you think about the Christmas parade?
I haven't seen it fully, but it seems like a good time.
We're going to have to get a North Allegheny float.
Yes.
We'll put Mrs. Lucas in charge of that. She looks like she's pretty energetic. She could get some of the moms together and do that.
Yeah.
So, any funny stories coming out of Notre Dame in the last couple of years?
Not much. We just all hang out, walk around, view things, and just have fun.
Well, listen, I want to wish you the best of luck, and I have a secret for you. Somebody's going to beat Seneca Valley sooner or later, so it might be you.
Yes, sir.
And you're absolutely on the money. The focus needs to be there, the full attention. You guys got to be on your toes at all times. If there's a learning life lesson, and Justin Glock will tell you this, you got to be on your toes at every win. And being the captain of this team, it's important for you to lead them in that manner. So we want to wish you the best of luck the rest of the season. We're going to let Coach Glock step in here and do a little interview. And good luck tonight. You got to win 5 points to get a shot here.
Sounds good. Yeah, we'll do that.
So you got a tall task ahead of you.
Yeah.
University School's a good team.
We can do it. I believe in us. So.
Okay. Well, wish you the best of luck, Eddie. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We're joined now by Coach Justin Glock of the North Allegheny Tigers. And, boy, Justin, we go back a long way. 25 years I've known you, and I knew you when you played at Bethel Park. And I could tell you, I still have a thrill of Ross Traver Ice Garden, you scoring in overtime. I mean, I ran into Dan Kornowski the other day, and we were talking about it, and he misses those Bethel teams. But, you know, what a special lifetime memory to win 3 state championships. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, it was obviously special, and the goal you brought up is something that I will never forget. And you know, those teams we had were really special.
I can remember this, and you might not remember this fact. In that game, there was a point where you were down 2-1, and there was a play in front of the net, and there was a kid named Preety. He dove from across the crease and knocked the puck out of harm's way. And that was, to me, an earmarked moment for Bethel Park hockey. The dedication you guys had to blocking shots, playing defense, winning at all costs. I mean, how do you relay that as a player and then bring it in as a coach?
It's just like you talked about. I put that in the category of discipline and details, and that's just something that I've always stressed where I've coached, and that the playing field on the ice is sort of level, and it's all those little things, those little details, and having the discipline that I believe make the difference, which was obviously taught to me back when I played at Bethel Park, and I saw it be successful.
And that relayed in 2021 when you took a Baldwin team with a terrific goalie, Eddie Nowicki, and a great team with Keith Reed and some of the boys on that team, and won a state championship. How'd that feel to do as a player and then accomplish it as a coach?
Yeah, I mean, it was something special. It was always a goal that I had when I got asked to coach at Baldwin, and that was a really special group of players. And it was even more special because, as you know, COVID was the year before that, and our season got shut down short due to that. So it was really special for that group, that core group, to come back and win it the following season. And
yeah, because you were slated for the finals the year before.
Yeah, the Penn's Cup against Latrobe, and it got canceled. Yeah.
Oh boy. And when you won the Penguin Cup in 21, that was against Franklin Regional?
It was, yes.
And that was a hell of a game.
Yep.
And I was on the other side of the fence with my Franklin boys.
I do.
And I got to tell you, there was a moment in that game, there was a young man named R.J. Kelly, that was for Franklin. And he was stationed in front of that, and Nick Nowicki just absolutely robbed him in the 1-0 game. And that was the Penguin Cup,
Yeah, Eddie. I would say Eddie definitely was the difference in that game, in helping us get over the edge against Franklin. They played very well against us, and as you know, Eddie is probably one of the best goalies to ever play in the PIHL.
Oh, no question.
He made a huge difference on that particular night to win the Penn's Cup.
I run into your folks a lot, Carol and Tim, correct?
Yep.
And how's Mom doing? Good thing?
Doing great, yes.
Great. And the foundation's doing well?
It is, yes.
Good.
Yep.
Good.
Keeping her running.
It's you never stop following your kid. As you know, my son Jamie's now coaching with Fox Chapel, so I go to his games and I run into your parents, and then we start talking, telling stories, and it's just wonderful memories of this sport. And I've had a chance to watch you play, had a chance to watch you coach. A new venture here at NA, we talked about it. A program that's really steep in history. They've won some Penguin Cups and state championships. What's it going to take to get NA back to the top of the heap?
A lot. I think the kids have done great so far, but it's just sort of coming in and implementing a culture and ways that our coaching staff likes to do things, and hopefully that'll get us over the edge and over the top to start competing for state championships.
Yeah, and you hired a kid, Travis Lamarck, who's an alumni.
Tyler
Lamarck.
Yes.
I'm sorry. JJ's going to have my head on a platter now, because I was thinking of Travis, but it is Tyler, and he had a successful career at John Carroll. They went to nationals a couple of times. You have another relative on loan. What the gentleman Bouchard? What's his first name?
Yeah, Chris Bouchard.
Yeah. He's done a nice job. Well, I wish you the best of luck. I tell you, it's a lot to handle when you step into a program like NA, steep in tradition and expectation.
Yeah.
They have expectation there. And I wish you luck. I think you'll be successful, Justin. You've worked hard at every position as a player and coach, and I expect that NA will be back at the top of the heap.
Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming out to Notre Dame. We're going to be in Jamestown in 2 weeks.
We are. Yep.
More competition, more cannon fodder. But what I wanted to tell you, one last thing. We have these events, and NA's been a big part of them, the dedication. What do you expect to get out of an event like this? Now, obviously, you may or may not make the medal round, but this last game, what are you looking for?
We played a lot better this morning than we did the previous night. So just the same energy that we came out with this morning, which, our game was at 7:45. So I was asking the kids if they were that energetic in school when they woke up in the morning. But,
right.
They said no. But no, we had a lot of energy. We played very well, and I'm looking for them to do that again this evening. And just see what we can do to put it together, see if we can get lucky enough to get in the semis tomorrow.
Yeah, these events are designed with a 5-game stretch. You have 5 games for the playoffs and state playoffs. but they're designed to have one step, next step, third step, fourth step, and a fifth step. And ultimately, when you win one of these things, it's kind of a mini microcosm of winning a state championship, but not as exciting. But as you know, having done it 4 times as a player and coach. Well, Justin, we want to wish you the best of luck. I've always been a big fan of you. I think you'll do the right things with North Allegheny, and go Tigers.
Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate it.
Thanks so much. Dylan's going to step in. Justin, good luck tonight. We'll see you.
Okay, Jeff, I'm back in the broadcast booth as the Central Catholic Vikings looking to get on the board. They are awarded a power play on the roughing call.
And Ray Travato manning the power play, who we interviewed down here. Central Catholic a little bit underhanded this weekend. A couple of players not making the trip out of here. But they've committed to coming back here next year and doing this again, and hopefully having a full squad.
Played a competitive game against Providence Catholic, a 2-1 shootout loss, and then a 5-2 loss to St. Edwards. St. Edwards looking like a potential favorite to win this thing.
St. Edwards was the finalist a year ago, and Tim Sullivan. It's a special thing for St. Edwards, not to get off track, but their school administrators and athletic director are here. This is a special bond for them. It's a required trip for their school, which is a little different than we're used to in Illinois and Pennsylvania. These are sanctioned teams,
right?
So the school tells them when to go to tournaments. And the same with U.S. University schools the same way.
Strobel down to the left circle. Here's a shot and a save made by Hayden Halverson. He hangs on. 5:40 to go in the second. 26 seconds to go on the penalty to Theo Trem.
We see that J.P. Joubert has made it into the house. If we had any music sightings here, Dylan, I don't know. We're going to have to see if we could get some music from J.P. Dylan doing a little administrative work.
He's in the house, you say?
Yeah, he's down in the scores table.
Okay, well, let's get the message to him. Here's a 2-on-0 breakaway. What a save on the backhand shot off the stick of Michael Hayek. He was looking for his second goal of the game there, but the stop was made by the sophomore netminder Barbieri. Now they might have another odd man rush up ice. Michael Hayek splits 2 defenders, finds a way to get a shot off, and Barbieri makes the save once again.
That keeps him in the game at 2-0. 2 nice saves by Barbieri.
University School won the first period 1-0, currently leading the second period, also 1-0. Looking for a 3-0. Oh my goodness. Barbieri has been absolutely incredible down there to our left. And it stays 2-0 University School.
University School needs to get all 5 points here. That's the other thing.
Yeah, they came into this one with 5 points per period.
With that hope that there's another 2-1 team for the tiebreaker.
This one's covered up. We're going to look at both these stops by Barbieri. Here's the first one.
The second one was outrageous. The first one was pretty good itself.
And then
Pure
here,
breakaway.
this is going to be your second one, Jeff, from behind the net.
Pass right out in front, and he just sprawled to make a save, if you watch closely.
Unbelievable, getting that with his blocker, maybe his stick as well.
Kind of looked like Dominic Hasek, if you will. When he played for the Hawks.
That's right.
Against the 92 Penguins, which was a juggernaut team.
You don't have to remind me. Well, I didn't live through that one, but you don't have to remind my dad.
I just rub it in. It's a Pittsburgh, Chicago thing.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of Mike Keenan at the time.
Jeff knows I'm a pretty big Blackhawks fan. Big 3-2 victory over the Toronto Maple Leafs last night. Hawks are cooking, though.
They are cooking. Connor Bedard is something to watch.
Yeah, he is. Zach Wiedemeyer. 3.5 to go in the second. Still no chats in the chat room. Come on, people. Let us know your thoughts and questions. We've got the tournament director, Jeff Morrow, here. He can answer any questions you may have about the history of this tournament and all of that good stuff. Here come the Vikings over the line. Donahue with a shot. Takes a deflection off a defender's stick. Up and out of play as we get closer and closer to the intermission.
Or anything else you're thinking of at the time, right, Dylan?
That's right. Well, Jeff, I did have a question for you. What was the result of the Dallas Jesuit game over on Ring 2?
Well, Jesuit took it to Bishop O'Connell.
Yeah, I saw it was 5-0 after 2
It ended up
periods.
7-0, so they got all 5 points. They're now at 9.5.
All right. 9.5. By my count, I think if they got all 5 points, they should be at 11 so far.
Oh, Jesuit has 11. I'm
Yes.
sorry, yeah, and they're looking pretty strong for the scenarios that I'm painting.
Although
Unless
they are
it's-
2-1-0, so they did lose in regulation.
right, but you'd have to have an overtime game between St. Ed's and DeMatha, and the odds of that are pretty steep. I think somebody's going to win in regulation there.
That game is the final game on the schedule tonight, 8:45 p.m. We will not have that one for you on the South Hockey Network, unfortunately.
We may be able to get a report from our resident reporter, Bobby V.
There you go. This one's centered. University School fighting for their lives here in this tournament. Here's a shot from way up high. Save, rebound, and they punch it in, but the whistle had gone. And now the ref will call it a right circle face-off. And Jeff,
Clearly blew the play dead.
that's one of those where it was a mistake by the referee, but as soon as that whistle sounds, you can't reverse it.
Well, Barbieri kind of had control of the puck, and the kid poked
Check
at his
it out.
pads. Yeah, he poked at his pads.
We're going to look at the behind-the-net view.
Watch him stick
Barbieri.
his stick in his pads here. He had it, bang. I think it's a good call on the official.
So it stays 2-0 University School.
Now that I'm one of the favorite fans of University School,
What's that?
I'll be a favorite for the University School fans.
You'll be a fan?
Well, after I got their goal called off.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. What a save there by Barbieri. Oh, my. Has he added some to his personal highlight tapes here in this one? What a stop by the sophomore.
Played well here.
Now Finn Bryan brings it in, gets around a defender, centers it. One-timer, and it's fanned on from the low slot by David Lamb. Man, University School completely dominating this period, Jeff.
A calamity
Easily.
of missed opportunities.
Right? It could
Dylan.
easily be 5-6-0 right now, but it's not.
It is what it is, Dylan.
Patrick Corcoran, now to Lamb, up to the left point. John Cimarroni takes a shot. That one's blocked by Tommy Lavelle, and he gets it out to the neutral zone. 1 minute remaining here in period number 2. This one sent down, turned away by Halverson.
I want to remind everybody, University School won the Governor's Cup in New York 2 years ago.
That they did. 2023 champs, two-time Ohio State champions in the years of 2003 and 2009. So it's been a little while for
That
them.
was before I was born, Dylan.
Was it?
No.
Now this one poked ahead, maybe another 2-on-1. A centering pass just missed Brandon Edmonds. But they score on the rebound. And out of all the shots Barbieri has seen, that's the one that beats him.
That was a nifty deflection by number 12 for University School on that play. You'll see it on the replay. Watch number 12 come in from the right-hand side, and he has his stick on the ice, which I tell young players, and he had his stick on the ice and scored.
Watch this. The 5-hole wide open. Just didn't see the man crash in the net, and Barbieri is stunned. It is 3-0 to the Preppers. Looks like they're going to win this period and collect
They're up
another
2-0.
point there. Yep, 2-0. Behind the goal line. I'll bring it out to neutral ice. Fired right back in.
Well, give University School and Andrew Drew a lot of credit. They've not let the pedal off the metal. They're continuing their offensive thrust. They're going to take a 3-0 lead to the third period.
So the teams will hit the locker rooms and take a break. Zamboni will get to work here at Compton Family Ice Arena. University School, as good as you could hope for coming into this one, have collected all of the possible period points so far. They lead 3-0.
So I want to really, before we go to break, paint some scenarios here. Number one, St. Andrews College Prep. They're going to play St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius 1-1, St. Andrews 2-0.
We've got that game for you on the South Hockey Network.
Absolutely. So if St. Andrews wins, they advance. If St. Ignatius wins, there's two teams at 2-1 or 2-0-1. The other scenario is the St. Edwards, DeMatha, both teams at 2-0. They could be 2-1, 2-0, 3-0, 2-0-1. Other than that, we have a bunch of teams lining at the door. St. Joseph's 2-1. Who else? Dylan, help me out.
Jesuit Dallas.
Jesuit Dallas, 2-1.
Right, Providence 2-0-1. They're
Providence,
leading the pack in terms of record.
Yep.
As it stands
9.5
now,
points.
right?
So there's a lot of possibilities to be painted here. It's 5:30, and you want to tune in till 10 o'clock, and we'll have the Final Four before we leave here tonight.
All right, Jeff, I like the sound of that. We'll take a timeout here on the South Hockey Network. Don't go anywhere. Third period is coming up in about 10-15 minutes. Welcome back to the South Hockey Network. Third period time between Central Catholic and University School. The Preppers have a 3-0 lead with 1 period to go. Dylan Ward alongside Jeff Morrow and our technical engineer, Gerard Boris.
So University School won the Governor's Cup in 2023 at Jamestown. We were just talking about the field with Glenbrook South, Lake Forest, North Allegheny that won this a year ago, Seneca Valley, Norwood, Witch Free Academy, and South Kent. We got a heck of a field over there, Dylan. DeMatha's playing some good hockey up here.
Yeah, they are. It's going to be a fun tournament in Jamestown. We've got a similar style coverage situation.
I got my bookie from Florida calling. He wants to know what's going on with the Steelers.
Well, it's legal here in Indiana and in Pennsylvania. We're back underway here in the third period. University School wearing black from left to right on your screen. As for Central Catholic, they're wearing white going from right to left on your screen. University School coming into this one so far as the best case scenario with 2 points per period out of the possible 2 through the 2 periods. They're looking to win this third and put themselves in as good of a situation as they can. Here's a shot, that one wide off the stick of Brandon Edmonds, I should say.
We were
Still
talking,
no chats, by the way. Come on, people.
We were talking to assistant coach Don Salimo, and his daughter just turned 1 this week.
Well, happy birthday.
She's ready for some skating. I told her to get in to learn the skate class here at Compton. You should have brought her.
Yeah, right?
It's never too early to get these kids on skates.
The earlier, the better.
Oh,
Has a
there's
big
hard
hit into the boards, and that was not called a penalty.
Wow.
As this one's iced down 1 minute, 15 seconds into the third.
Kind of an inadvertent play. The guy had his body turned and
Right.
was in a vulnerable position. My theory about that for these kids is when you're near the boards and you have a chance, use caution. Don't slam a guy into the board. You don't want to see anybody getting hurt.
Now Donahue looks to play it out of the zone. It's kept alive at the blue line. McGurk.
Central Catholic, the Vikings, not to be confused with the Minnesota Vikings that took a beating by the Chicago Bears today.
Yes, sir. Bears finally in first place in the NFC North. Those are my Chicago Bears, of course.
What if they were in second place, Dylan?
Huh?
Would they still be your Chicago Bears?
That looked offside. They don't blow it dead. A 3-on-1 rush, and they're not able to even get a shot attempt off. Now back up high, guarded by Donahue as he plays it outside the zone, and it's sent back in, delayed offside, nearly touched by Finn Bryant, but he lays off. The sun has set here in South Bend, Indiana on a packed day of hockey here in the 25-26 Hoosier Cup. Phillip takes a shot, that gets blocked, rebound off the skate, it goes to the far side. Now off the skate again, they look to clear it out. Kept alive, right point. Here's a shot that floats wide. Rebound Phillip, gets it deep once again. Collected by Shane Berthold. Here's a shot from up high, another good right pad save made by Halverson. All the meanwhile, it's iced down by University School.
You know, the interesting part about life, Dylan, is when you coach somebody's kid or kids playing now. Shane Berthold's father, Doug, I coached at 30 years ago this year. And Doug was in attendance at this tournament, and Shane's quite a fine player, sophomore for Central Catholic.
Look at the connection there, Jeff.
Still making a difference, Dylan.
Rayner. Now it comes to the point for Cimarroni. Zach Cimarroni down to
Nice
the
tip.
doorstep. Harmon just missed the net on that deflection. Here's a shot from the left side. That goes wide. Now behind the goal line. Here's a shot from a tough angle. That one stopped. Back up to the right point, and it leaks outside the zone. It'll have to be chased down by Zach Cimarroni. 11:30 to go in the third period. Still no goals scored by either side here in this third. University School holding on to a 3-0 lead. Just onside, nice pass finds Skeptic. He tries a shot, and a good defensive effort by Sebastian Perko, the junior. Now to the near side. University School takes a hit into the boards, and it's brought up ice. Brandon Edmonds, left circle, takes a shot. That one stopped by Barbieri. Boy, for 3 goals allowed, Mason Barbieri has had quite an effort in between the pipes for the Central Catholic Vikings. Now top of the left circle, sent down to the net, and that one's tipped just high off the stick of Michael Hayek.
It looked like University School was having a committee meeting in front of that net. There were 2 open guys there.
Now Skeptic looked promising into the zone, but couldn't get a play off, and it's brought the other direction by Theo Trem. Over the line, right wing side, fires a shot, that missed the net. All the way out to the neutral zone, Kai Jenkins. To the near side for Carson Barlow. Finds Michael Hayek, who opened the scoring earlier tonight in the first period. He brings it across the blue line, but can't hang on to the puck as it's cleared back out to the neutral zone. Finn Bryant.
Good play there by Ray Travato. We talked to Ray on the interview. He cut that player off. One thing you're noticing with University School is their depth here is taking over this third period. They're skating 4 lines, and they seem to have another level that Central Catholic doesn't have.
Yeah, I feel like I've said every name on this University School roster at least once so far. As this one's played out to the neutral zone, sent back in. Goaltender Barbieri will cover it up momentarily, or at least think about it. Instead, he'll play it back out to neutral ice. Game 3 of our 5-game marathon here on this Sunday. A shot from the left side. This one is covered up by Barbieri for a whistle with 9:24 to go here in the third.
Well, interesting story about University School. They're just starting their season in November here. And they'll be a different team when they get to Jamestown. They'll have warmed up and had a few more exhibition games in. So they may be a sleeper for that Jamestown tournament in 2 weeks.
We will see. That tournament is right around the corner, as you hinted at, Jeff. Is it really only 2 weeks away? Wow.
2 weeks away after Thanksgiving. And
by my count, that's 3 weeks away.
We're going to save you and Gerard some candy for the Christmas parade.
Okay, I'm not opposed to that one bit, Jeff.
Plus, you're going to share your beef on weck sandwich with Gerard from the pub and the buffalo chicken soup.
Oh, yeah. That's a yearly tradition at this point.
Yes, sir. Jimmy Philbin, he's already thinking about it. I see Gerard was showing me some Glenbrook South highlights, and it looked like Jimmy was pondering the buffalo chicken soup on the bench.
He's currently coaching his Titans to a 2-0 lead over Loyola Academy with 11 to go in the second period. That game is also being broadcasted on the South Hockey Network. Typically, that's me and Gerard, but we've got the B team in.
And I understood they're doing a fine job, as Gerard said.
Yeah. Now what a move here, and taking a shot. It goes high of the net off the stick of Finn Bryant. Now it's played out. Misty over the line, left wing side. That's down to the corner. Knocks a man away. And a holding penalty has been called by the referee in neutral ice. And with 8:01 to go in the third period, a power play is looming for Central Catholic.
It'd be a good one for Central to get a goal here. It also would foil the plans of University School to win all 3 periods.
Yeah, that's pretty much a must at this point if they want to keep their Hoosier Cup dreams alive. Again, it's a competitive, situation, right? 14 teams are eligible for the Cup, as this one's knocked away. Only 4 make it out of group stage play. So, Jeff, I mean, you could have a 2-1 record, play some pretty good hockey, and just not be good enough.
Be on your way to Portillo's for dinner.
That's right. Now this one's knocked in. Out of his net to settle it down is Halverson. Far side corner and roped out of the zone. Catching up to it shorthanded is Edmonds. Brandon Edmonds has been very active out there tonight, number 22 in black, but couldn't make anything out of that shorthanded chance. 1 minute to go in the penalty against Theo Trem.
Good body position there by Ray Travato on that play. He warded him off, and when the University School player tried to beat him, there was nothing doing there.
Now Bofi goes across for Misty. Intercepted and brought the other way. Here's Michael Hayek, still shorthanded.
He's got the speed.
Yeah, he does. Goes to the backhand, 2 tries, and the second one hit the post, and the third one is covered up by Barbieri. Wow, what an opportunity there.
Yeah, they're still vying for that third goal, their fourth goal to get the third point. Third period of points. It'd be interesting to see University School pull a goalie here to try to get that fourth goal. I doubt it'll happen.
In case you're wondering, those 2 goals for Glenbrook South, both scored by Asher Vanderploeg, who's been on an absolute heater. Now in his senior year, he has 7 straight games with a goal, Jeff.
Wow. He's red hot coming into Jamestown.
Mm-hmm.
He better lay off the turkey for Jamestown.
He didn't play last year, recovering from a lower body injury that kept him out for most of the season. This is his senior year. He's been on varsity since his freshman year, so he's actually won the Governor's Cup twice in his high school career.
Wow, that's big news.
Donahue left circle. Tail end of the power play. A doorstep pass wouldn't connect.
Here you go.
Now out of the box. Every player's dream here. Theo Trem couldn't hang on to the puck. And nearly a breakaway for him, and a huge opportunity to get that period point lead for University School. This period still 0-0. Far side corner. Act out to the neutral zone. Brought across the line. And regained by Patrick Corcoran. The near side, Finn Bryan, as they look to exit the zone. Can't get it out past the blue line as it's roped back down. David Ketterer. Out to the neutral zone. And knocked in. That missed a stick, but actually did get a deflection, so the icing is waved off. Down to the final 5 minutes of the game. University School, if they can't score one more goal here in this period, Jeff, I believe that does eliminate them. Here's a shot. That one stopped by Hayden Halverson as he hangs on for a whistle.
Well, University Schools spent a lot of energy trying to get that fourth goal. And Central seems to have another step to their game. They don't want to give it up. So these teams, that's the amazing part about this game. They never stop working hard, these kids.
Face off back up to the right point. Right circle, and this one is sent out to the neutral zone. Out comes Teddy Wright. He's knocked off the puck. Goes back into neutral ice. And Jeff, it's an interesting thing you talked about with pulling the goalie. University School, these guys are veterans of the National Invitational Scholastic Showcase. You know that they're well aware of the situation right now.
No question. They were down at the scoreboard after the second period.
Fighting for their life, and even with a perfect points per period in this game, their chances still left up to the results of the later games. the drama here at the National Invitational Scholastic Showcase. Hoosier Cup. Nice spinning reception by Teddy Wright. He tries a shot. That one blocked. Rebound to the near side. Now grabbed by Ray Travato. He plays it out to neutral ice, and right there is University School to regain the puck. Carson Barlow. Out to the neutral zone. Theo Trem. Sent out to neutral ice once again. Over the line, right wing side. Here's a shot that takes a deflection up and out of play. And another whistle. 3-0-1.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting down to that crunch time. If University School wants to stay alive, they've got to score here for the tiebreaker. They might pull their goalie. That's what Jeff and I were just talking about. I mean, it's either that or, you know, the problem is you risk the empty net goal. But, I mean, they might be winning the game 3-0, but this is a tournament format that they have to keep in mind. If the goal's to win the cup, as after the whistle, LePap shoves a man down, and that could lead to University School power play.
Now, the big question is, do you want to make it 6-on-4?
Oh, that is the big question, Jeff. So
Halverson not moving out of that crease. He wants a shutout. All goalies like shutouts.
Or maybe they'll just use this time on the power play to get something set up. Wait till maybe 1:15, 1:30 to pull him. We'll see. Power play for University School. Grabbed by Central Catholic. They'll play it to the near side. Now grabbed right circle. Brought down low by Corcoran. Back up to the right point for Cimarroni. Goes up high with it. Sent down to the left circle. Here's a shot, and they score! Off the stick of Graham Bryant. And there it is, Jeff. A goal here in the third period, a 4-0 lead. And in as good a position as they can be.
Those kids know what they just did.
Yes, they did. Yes, they do.
They're going to get all 5 points if they hold on here. And Graham Brown went down to goaltender Halverson. He said, let's get this shutout for you.
Nice shot by number 11, Graham
He shelved
Bryant.
that one. That was up in the upper corner.
Okay, so
Barbieri had no chance on that one.
penalty has expired. We're back to 5-on-5 play now. For the Preppers, it's just a matter of holding on to this 4-goal lead and collect all the possible period points. Rope deep. Grabbed by Zach Wiedener. Now Sitchkov. Back down into the zone for Wiedemer. Down into the Vikings' end.
Well, you heard, oh, you probably did hear Coach Glock from NA. He was talking about the mental toughness of playing each and every period and what this event means to them to play that. And you're seeing it by University School. They're going to get another power play. University School senses a wounded duck, and they're going to step on that duck's throat here with another power play.
Jeff with the graphic analogy there. Stepping on the neck.
The goose.
I don't know if that's a great joke to make in the sport of hockey.
Well,
kidding, of course. 1:13 to go in the third.
it's that instinct to put the opponent away when you have a chance to. Or they just kill the last minute.
Right circle, here's a shot. Stopped by Barbieri. And you know, Jeff, 4 goals allowed doesn't look pretty on your box score, but boy, is Mason Barbieri at
Sure has.
age sophomore has had a great game.
Sure has. made some spectacular saves. Very bright spot for Central Catholic.
Central Catholic going to go 0-3 at this tournament, but that's really 0-2-1 with a shootout loss earlier. So it's better than a couple other teams.
They've played some close games.
Yeah. This one brought in by Theo Trem. He's hitting to the near side corner boards.
All three teams that we played are under consideration for the medal round with 2-1 or 2-0-1 records. St. Ed's is 2-0. Providence is 2-0-1, and University will be 2-1 after this game. It's a good competition for Central Catholic.
Time winds down. Phillip will bring it outside of the zone. And University School wins 4-0. It's a shutout for Hayden Halverson. And all 5 period points. The Preppers have done everything they could have coming into this one. And now they wait.
Well, you always have the old analogy of leaving it all on the ice, and they did today. And they need to remember that going forward. When they get to Jamestown in 2 weeks, they got to play every period like they played this game.
So the Preppers' final record 2-1. How about this spread, Jeff? They start the tournament out with a 5-0 loss. They respond with 2 consecutive 4-0 wins over Carmel and then Central Catholic.
It's good showing for Andrew Giroux and the coaching staff at USC. And I did have a chance to meet with Evan Kruger last night, who's an alum of University School. And his comments were that he didn't feel as if they lost 5-0 to St. Andrews. But as we saw, St. Andrews is a juggernaut, good hockey team. So they lost to a very good hockey team.
So in case you're wondering, as it stands right now, St. Joseph's and University School both have a 2-1-0 final record. Both of them have 10 period points, but Jesuit Dallas, also 2-1-0, has 11. So they've currently got the edge out of the 2-1 teams. So again, you never know what could happen.
Yeah, if 2-1, if there's more than 2-1 teams, the head-to-head gets thrown out. Okay. And it
head-to-head is only to break two teams. Right. Okay.
Yeah, and if we go to 3 teams, then it goes to points per period, and then goals against.
Goals against is after points per period.
Yes.
So just looking at this, Jeff, DeMatha and St. Edwards both 2-0. One of those teams is going to come away with the victory and clinch their spot.
And depending on whether it goes to overtime or not, it's going to make a decisive factor.
Well, either way, yes.
Yeah.
Either way, the winner, however, whatever fashion, the winner moves on. But if it goes to overtime, that other team has a chance. Very interesting stuff as we keep chugging along. 2 games to go here on our quintuple header. Providence Catholic and North Allegheny is next. That puck will drop in about 15 minutes or so right here on the South Hockey Network. Don't miss it.
And wouldn't it be nice for Providence to knock out North Allegheny for the 2-1 teams?
Yeah.
So they have something to play for here.
That's right.
They're playing for tomorrow, but they're playing to knock out another 2-1 team to get a better seed.
All right. That'll do it for this game. We'll see you for the next one. Jeff, hopefully you can make some moves, talk to the right people, and get some music in the barn for this next one.
We got to talk to the illustrious J.P. Joubert, which we're going to go do right now.
All right, sounds good, Jeff. Jeff Morrow, Gerard Boris on camera, and our technical engineer. My name's Dylan Ward. 4-0 the final score. University School beats Central Catholic. We'll see you for Providence versus North Allegheny.